Hello everyone, this is Jessa Wild. Welcome to your reading for the last half of September 19th through October 3rd. This reading is for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to go ahead and do a full 10 card spread for you to get just sort of a deep dive into what to be mindful of or what might resonate with you for the next or upcoming 2 weeks. I have cleansed and shuffled these decks beforehand so we can get into your reading right away. I will be pulling from the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann. For clarifying cards, I will use the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sterl, and then I will get a final message from Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle deck. So let's go ahead and get into it. Get into it, Aries. Okay, let's see. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, angel messengers, my high vibrational ancestors, ascended masters, thank you. What messages do you have for Aries? The Sun, gorgeous, gorgeous, heart of the matter. Overall situation is the Sun. Loving that. What messages do you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Thank you. We have the Lovers, 2 major arcana cards right off the bat. On the bottom of the deck. We have the Empress, get out of here. What is going on, Aries? All of these major arcana. Can I please have a message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for September? Thank you. 19th through October 3rd, we have the Page of Cups. What messages do you have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please? Thank you. Death and rebirth. Another major arcana. Something is shifting. Something major is happening right now that needs your attention in the next 2 weeks, Aries. Wow, okay. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles, which sits on top of that. This is for your what you're driving at, what you're moving towards. How are you showing up in this reading? How is Aries showing up in this reading? Thank you. Okay, wow. I'm not going to take those, actually. I'm going to trust. Sorry about that. I'm going to trust that. Interesting. Those cards will come back out if they need to come back out. Page of Swords. You are coming in as the Page of Swords. All right. I think those are too many cards. We will take a look at them just to see what they are, to see if they come back out. We have the Moon, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, High Priestess, the Page of Wands. Let's see if those cards come back out. Wow, okay, here we go. External influences, 6 of Cups and 10 of Wands. What hopes and fears does Aries have right now, the next 2 weeks? Thank you. These cards are going like crazy. I mean, they're just talking. What that tells me is that my Aries people, there is a lot of energy happening in your world right now. I also am wondering if it's like energy that might be leaking out in different areas, maybe energy that you need to harness a little bit and to bring in a little bit, because I'm getting a sense that it's like might be leaking a bunch of energy, and everyone around you might be like experiencing that high energy from you right now. And maybe it's good, maybe it's also like, whoa, I don't know what to do with all this energy. So that's just kind of coming at me right now intuitively. So we have the Justice card, which sits in your hopes and fears. And then what is the advice card for Aries for the next 2 weeks, September 19th through October 3rd? What advice, thank you, have for Aries? Thank you. We have the King of Wands. Again, I apologize about this light. I don't exactly know what to do about it. Hopefully I'll figure something, the best lighting situation. But for now, we're going to roll with what we got. I'm going to try and turn this light down. I'm going to take in the energies for this reading. Oh, that's helpful. That helps, right? Okay. Okay. So the heart of your reading is the sun. And what was I saying about all of this energy? I mean, the sun is gorgeous, though. I mean, it's such a beautiful card. It's a card of just abundance, of pure joy, of celebration, of just life being beautiful and enjoyable, and loving yourself and loving others. And it's just this wonderful card. Certainly the sun, of course, full of energy. And that is at the heart of this reading here. I feel like you have a lot of energy to give as well. Let's see exactly how this sun applies as we continue moving on in this reading. The obstacle, we have the Lovers. So you could actually be in a romantic relationship here. This is a card of Gemini. Also, this is a card of Leo. So you might have Leo in your chart as well. You don't have to, but maybe. We have a card of Gemini. So you could also have Gemini in your chart. Again, you don't have to, but something to consider. So, you know, if this obstacle is in relationship to romance, a romantic partnership, there's a choice to be made. And either way, this is a card of Gemini, so there is a choice to be made. You could be trying to make a decision about a partnership, whether that's romantic or in work or business. Or you might just be at this place where it's like, this is coming in as an obstacle, so it's like there could be just indecision that's lying there, or it could be trouble, you know, a little bit of trouble in love. At the root cause, we have the Empress, creating something new, creation. Something is, you could have found out that you're pregnant. And that could be an obstacle if your relationship is a bit rocky, but it could also explain all this high vibrational energy. There could be a lot of excitement surrounding that. You could just be, you know, trying to birth some kind of new project into existence, like wanting to nurture something and to create something new and for yourself and for others. Which is why there's so much energy here. And why you're having to, you know, really think about, you know, a relationship that you're in, or or needing to make a decision because you're creating something new here. In your past, we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is this young, kind of naive, but kind, gentle soul. Someone who's very creative, who's very intuitive. The Page of Cups could indicate just like news that you may have gotten in the past. I feel like this is about creativity, like a new idea that you had, some kind of like budding talent or budding creative idea that has affected what's going on now, and if you're creating something. Take it as it resonates. This is a general reading, so the circumstance could be different for all of you, really, because everyone's life is layered and unique in very different ways. So take it as it resonates for you. But yeah, there's something in your past that either you received news or information that's affecting, like new information that is affecting your current situation, that has caused you to feel like full of energy and vibrant, has sparked some kind of creativity in you that you're ready to birth and bring into existence. Your goal is rebirth, is letting something pass away that does not serve you anymore, and it's like reinventing yourself, which is interesting because I usually don't say that word with this this card, but it absolutely applies here, right? Rebirth, something new. Reinventing yourself and showing up as the Empress, making a choice, and this takes action. This has to be active, right? You need that energy and the joy you want to put out positive energy to receive positive energy back. You want to put out, you want to be manifesting your dreams in a very high vibrational, positive place, feeling all the feelings of gratitude and love and appreciation and faith, that all things are in divine order and timing, and that everything that you need comes to you in full abundance. This is standing in your way, though. This decision or this relationship is it's making it difficult to reinvent yourself, to create in a way that you want to create, and that's why this has become difficult. Because you're moving to something new, and you're not sure if this person or this situation that you're in right now is moving in the same direction as you. And there's a choice to be made here. Because I just feel like you are leveling up. What you're moving towards. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, it's a time to study, to be studious, to be frugal, to find balance in your work and play. Resting from a difficult time, especially if you right now are like just full a ball of energy and putting all of this stuff out there and like doing all this different work, and everyone has your attention and all your projects, you know, you're working on all of your projects at the same time, you're going to have to rest. You're going to have to rest. And like, this is what you're moving towards. And if you're having difficulty with a love relationship or some kind of decision that you're making, it can be mentally and emotionally draining. And so you are called to take a break and to rest. When you wake up, your problems aren't going to be resolved. They're not going to have gone anywhere. But at least you're going to be able to tackle them head on and with just renewed energy. And maybe more stable energy. And the ability to, you know, do the work that you need to do in terms of study and studying so that you can create. And moving towards the Four of Pentacles, balancing your budget. You might need to be frugal right now. You know, don't hold too tightly to your money, but if you may need to really be frugal right now. Look at how you're spending your money, where you can save, just finding balance in that. Now, in this reading, you're showing up. Like I feel like this Empress is, you know, this is the root cause, the wanting to create something, but you are not only showing up as the sun full of energy, but the Page of Swords. Again, this is a student, someone who is very decisive. You'll defend your ideas and yourself. You're a very quick thinker. You're curious. These two cards here, moving towards the studying and showing up as someone who is decisive, who's a quick thinker, who defends your ideas. It's like you're defending whatever creative idea you have. Because, you know, because you're trusting yourself. You're trusting that whatever information that you don't have, you will acquire. That you can easily get that information through studying, from doing the work. Yeah, defending your ideas. But be careful that, I would just say be careful that you're not being too defensive or too cutting with your words. So sometimes the Page of Swords can be like almost too blunt, because it can come in as like a very young, immature energy sometimes. And so if you're very excited about some kind of new creative project that you're working on, or something new that you're birthing into a situation, even if it is a pregnancy, you might be you just watch out for being defensive on how you want to go about whatever this is. Especially if you are needing to communicate with a lover or with a friend or with somebody else, some kind of partnership. Just be gentle, and you're highly intelligent and you can communicate very well, but yeah, just be mindful of how you're coming across. For the external influences, we have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Wands. The Six of Cups has been a kind of a theme. It continues to come up in readings that I've been doing. This is about thinking about the past. And this is in your external influences. And what sits on top of that is the Ten of Wands. So I feel if you're making a decision about love, it's like you might be holding on to past like times that were really special to you. with this person. And it's preventing you from really seeing the big picture. It's like you have too much on your plate. You're holding on to too much. And so it's like it's preventing you from making some kind of decision as it relates to this relationship. I almost feel like these are two different sides of you, right? I feel like this is the emotional, internal world. You know, you're having these loving feelings and thoughts about the past and just enjoying that past. But then you also, because it's almost like I feel like you're spread a little bit thin, your load is too heavy. And it's time to unpack, to take off some of this weight, to delegate to other people if you need to not say yes to everything, every single project or every single event or, every invitation. And I just feel like this is almost related to work. It's like this is emotion, this is sort of work, and you could also, because this is your external influences, you could be surrounded by pictures of the past that are coming up. You know how pictures will come up on your social media feed of like, 4 years ago, this is what was happening today. It's like, so you could be having external things come into your life. There could be an anniversary that you're thinking that's coming up, so it's external, something that's happening that's making you think about fond times. Take it as it resonates for you. But then it's like you're spread too thin. You have too much on your plate, and because of that, because you're holding on to too much, you're carrying like a heavy load. You're blinded to what you need to see, to like reality a little bit. And the reality is needing to make a decision about this. But it's like maybe you're almost unwilling to sort of delegate things and say no to things because you don't want to make this decision, or you don't want to confront a relationship that might be moving sideways. Hopes and fears, we have justice. You may be concerned that, how are the scales going to tip? Is it going to tip in your favor? Or not? Is it going to be balanced? This could have something to do with the law, any sort of legal matters. If you make a decision to not be in this relationship, if it's a relationship, a business partnership, a romantic relationship, is there some kind of legality that's involved in that? There could be a fear of it could be a fear of divorce. It could be a fear of, if you choose to move away and to break things off, that things won't go in your favor. But that you're hopeful that it will. If it's a business partnership, again, the same thing. Do you have all the right paperwork that you need? Is everything in order? And you're hoping that things will come out balanced so that you can really focus on what you want to focus on. But there are a lot of other things happening. That's funny, I just started doing this, and I'm literally kind of making a sun as an extension of this, this circle here. It's like there's so many offshoots and branches. I feel like it's not all I'm not seeing it all here because there's so much happening. The advice is the King of Wands. This is someone who is ambitious, someone who is a leader, who loves a challenge, has a healthy competitor. Like, Healthy competition. The King of Wands likes healthy competition. You know, someone who is passionate and inspiring. And, you know, the advice is to, this is you right now. And as you are reinventing yourself, it's sort of asking you to step up into this King of Wands energy. It's like, this is how you need to show up. You're showing up as a younger energy, someone who's maybe green to something, someone who is excited about this new creation, creating something new. But I feel like your focus really needs to be on this reinventing yourself, laying down any kind of heavy burden that you have, and delegating tasks, and showing up as the King of Wands, because it will give you clarity of mind when it comes to any sort of justice that you're seeking, justice that you're wanting to go in your favor, because you're going to be showing up as someone who is a leader, someone who's confident, someone who's passionate but also compassionate, and someone who is not afraid of a good fight, right? Someone who's not going to back down from a fight. So if someone's coming at you, or if you make a decision to move away from something and you're concerned that it's not going to be pretty, it's like you need to really focus your energy on this. And you'll see how he's holding this torch. And the only fire that we're seeing right now is at the top of this torch. It's like all of that energy is right there. But I get it, I'm like thinking of a wizard or something. I feel like he could like easily just point that torch, and as much energy that he wants to expand will come out of that torch, right? Like the fire is there, like he's holding on to it, but he has control of it. Male or female energy, it doesn't matter. It's like you have control. It's like harnessing that power, harnessing that energy, and knowing when and how to use it. But it's like it's like bringing in that energy, bringing in all of that focus, focusing the energy rather, so that you can reinvent yourself, so that you can eventually create, so that you can make a hard decision. Wow. Aries, this has got me like all over the place. I want to just take a quick kind of look at the major arcanas that we have here. I want to pull them out because major arcanas are really about, you know, messages that you really, really need to pay attention to and really look at. So I'm going to just kind of pull them out separately, and you have a lot of major arcana. Okay, look at this. Incredible. I hope you don't mind. I'm actually going to, you know, we've gone through these, so I'm going to actually set these aside. I normally don't do this, so I'm kind of surprised that I am right now, but I really feel led to taking a closer look. Look at all of this major arcana energy that you have. Whew. Aries, what is going on? I mean, all in all, beautiful, beautiful cards. This is not major arcana, sorry. Let's set that to the side. Take the energy that you have now, focus it to make a decision for yourself. What's best and right for you, but it's time to choose. it's time to choose, because you're ready to reinvent, and and in reinventing, it's like you wanting to be the empress of your world. You're wanting to create something beautiful. And the decision is, can I do it with this person or in this partnership or in this situation, or is it time to step out on my own? Because I'm reinventing, can this person, situation, are they going to level up with me? Because I'm leveling up. And that's exactly what death and rebirth is. It's being called to the next higher plane, higher level. And a place that we can't see in our current reality. We can't see it. And it's like, are you going where I'm going? Because I'm leveling up. And making this decision and trusting yourself and this creative idea, or what you're birthing, or what you're stepping into, making this decision and using that focused energy, bring it in, you will find balance. Because I feel like that's what you're trying to do. It's like your balance is either going to be with yourself, or you're going to balance something out with a partnership or with somebody else, and things will go in your favor as you do the work, and as you trust yourself, and as you choose, as you make a decision and make a wise decision. And I think that's why we are seeing the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords earlier, is, you know, the student making a wise decision, studying, doing the work that you need to do, and you know, communicating your ideas and defending your ideas. Wow. I needed to bring it back down. I hope you understand why I did that. I really needed to focus all of it, because I was feeling the energy going all over the place. Let's get a final message for you, Aries. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, high vibrational ancestors, can I please have a final message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Thank you so much. Thank you. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. What you know to be true, I would say trust that, trust your higher self, trust what you're being pulled towards, that niggling inside of you. It is your higher self, it is God the divine, and I feel like you know what decision you need to make here. You know what conversations at least need to happen, decision. And that intuition of yours is divinely guided. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, you know, don't dismiss it. It's time to level up. This is your message for the next 2 weeks, Aries. I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that you liked it. I'm sending you guys a lot of just good, focused energy, maybe some grounding energy is what I should be sending you. But I do, again, hope that you guys like this message, and I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it, comment below, let me know what you thought. And I will see you here again, hopefully in 2 weeks, with the first half of October reading. I will also be putting out a love reading. I think it's going to be a pick a duck love reading for the collective. So until then, I hope you guys have a beautiful and abundant day. Be well.